What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeffrey Barnes.
I'm Bobby.
If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by, spending a little bit of time with us and talking about some Halloween stuff. Definitely hit that subscription button and hit that notification bell to be informed as soon as I make a video. It's not that often, but you know, who knows, based on what we're going to be talking about a little bit later, maybe I might just be putting out content a little bit more regularly now. And to all my returning viewers, thank you so much for coming back, you guys. You know, I love you so much, and thank you so very much for your support on the channel. You know, this is something that I love doing. It's something I want to start doing very much more often. So I love you guys for your support. Don't forget to give this video a great big thumbs up and comment down below which part of the video was your favorite, which piece of news that you thought was interesting. Yeah, we have a whole lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to be talking about James Jude Courtney. We're talking about Scott Timms, the Halloween 2018 Twitter watch party that happened on May 16th. We're going to be talking about some trailer stuff and some leak stuff. We're going to be talking about Cameron and Lonnie. And we're going to be discussing the mystery character. So definitely leave a comment down below what you think of each and one of these subjects before and after. Stay tuned, you guys. All right, you guys, so let's get right into it.
Yes. So we actually have a quote from James Jude Courtney.
That's right, he did an interview a while back, and he was quoted right here saying, "We have to make the natural progression from 1978 to 2018 to Halloween Kills. The ante has been up, the ticking time bomb has to be more intense, otherwise we're just doing what we've done before. We pumped up the volume on this one, we've progressed late into the night, and now that everybody realizes what the stakes are, it's reaching ahead. It's the 2018 film on speed." So that's hell of a fucking quote to actually see the whole quote, because not everybody I'm not saying not everybody released or like quoted that whole thing, but this was the first time that I saw the whole quote and for what he said, and so that is pretty interesting that the movie is going into the night. You know what I mean? Like he said, it's continuing into the night. The town and the people definitely realize what's going on with Michael, and
it's all about war. I think it's all about war.
Yeah, so I think maybe the working title Mob Rules definitely is leading into maybe what is going to happen. And for a little side note, for those of you that don't know, did you know the working title for Halloween 2018 was actually Uncle Boogeyman? Oh no, Uncle Orange.
Really?
Uncle Orange. That was the working title. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, pretty interesting. I'll throw a picture up right here. So yeah, just a little tidbit of information that we weren't planning on talking about.
Yeah. Yep. And moving on, we also have a quote from Scott Timms, one of the new writers in the franchise.
That's right. Yeah, he said right here, "I really can't say anything about it, but I really am excited about it. I saw a rough cut of it a few weeks ago, and I am a little biased, but my gut says that people that liked the last one will be very excited about this one. It's like the first one on steroids, I guess. It really is the bigger, badder, meaner version of the first one." So along the lines of what James Jude Courtney said, it's just taking what they did. It's just taking what they did in the first in Halloween 2018, I should say, and just totally amplifying everything and just pushing it to the max and seeing maybe where they can take everything as far as gore and storyline and yeah, I really can't wait.
Because if it like quote, if it's like on steroids and if it's like this.
And this is the writer, so he knows exactly what's to come. You know what I mean? He knows exactly what's going to be in this movie.
He does.
So that's that's a bit it's a little titillating just to hear what the writer has to say about that. I definitely like that quote. Okay, so with that, let's segue into the next section of the video, the Halloween 2018 Twitter watch party, our live Twitter watch party. There's a whole lot of words in there, but pretty much on May 16th, they were watching along with all of the fans. Live stream. No, it wasn't live stream. Yeah, but pretty much was it live stream?
No, it was live.
On what?
On Twitter. They actually had it was like live. It was live on Twitter.
See, I didn't realize that.
We joined.
We were busy that day, so I really had no idea. I was kind of like following everything that happened afterwards. And a little spoiler alert: this video was made a while ago,
Yeah.
and I kind of deleted the footage, so we're kind of having to reshoot everything
Take
all
two.
over again. Yeah. So take two. Use take two.
Take two.
Use take two.
Yeah, and not only that, these are some of the tweets that we're going to be going over. Not a lot of them, just a few that we took to heart.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What happened that day was David Gordon Green, the director of the new franchise,
Oh.
he was the one who took over Blumhouse's Twitter page for the day, and so we're kind of going to be looking at mainly those tweets and mainly the tweets that we felt pertained to the upcoming Halloween Kills film.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at those.
All right, so the first one that we're going to be talking about is Ray doing peyote with Cameron's dad, which is interesting. Really, right?
Yeah. So like he said, like Ray said in Halloween 2018 when they were talking to Allison, he was like, "Oh, your dad Lonnie used to do peyote with her, tripping balls out in the woods." So pretty interesting the friendship that they had.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're gonna be touching on that a little bit in the upcoming film.
I think we are.
But I also find that interesting because we know Lonnie is gonna have such a big or we're not only a role, but like we hear, it's going to be a big role in the upcoming film. So, like I said, I wonder if they're going to say anything about the friendship that they had. And not only
Right.
that, we also know that Cameron is going to be coming back, and he's going to be having a much bigger role that he had in Halloween 2018. So that's pretty interesting. Looking at the facts. Surrounding the night of Halloween 2018 and all the events that happened to Allison, and not only that, having his dad Lonnie there, who was kind of involved in the original 1978 fiasco back then. Having them involved, I wonder if we're going to see a turnaround with Cameron's character, and we're going to see a little bit of a redeeming quality with him, and he's not going to be the such like the asshole character that we saw in Halloween 2018.
In the last film.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
he
yeah,
will.
yeah.
I think he'll come back redeeming. All right, we have another one here. This one's regarding the cemetery caretaker. He said, cemetery caretaker played by Diva Tyler from the Plantation episode of Eastbound and Down. Does anybody remember? Just wait for Halloween Kills, in case if you don't.
That's right. So I used to watch Eastbound and Down, but I don't really remember what episode that he was referring to. But I wonder what kind of a bigger role that the cemetery caretaker is going to play in the upcoming film, and maybe even in Halloween Ends. Who knows? It did seem like when they were at Judith's grave, the caretaker and the two podcasters, it did seem like the caretaker might have saw Michael.
No, she did. Because
She did, right?
She looked up and exactly when
And
she looked, that's when the camera panned off to him.
Right,
and-
exactly what the cameras were implying. I think that's exactly what it was. I think that she saw him and he saw them, and so I wonder what role that she's going to have to play and what she's going to have to say in the upcoming film.
I can't wait.
That's pretty that's a lot to think about right there. All right, and so the next tweet that we're going to be looking at is about the badass Officer Hawkins. He was fucking dope in this movie.
He was.
And somebody actually said, "Oh, I wish he survived." And David Gordon Green said, "Oh, you do." And I kind of wish he would have survived, and he was fucking cool. He was a badass. Will Patton was a fucking badass in this movie.
Yeah, he was. And then some people are thinking that, is he going to be coming back or did he survive? So I mean, I don't think he survived.
I don't think so.
don't think he survived. There's
Sartain
no
did a
way.
number on his neck with the whole pen
especially,
thing.
yeah, that was a deep that's a deep wound. I don't think he can come
It hit
back.
the jugular. He ain't coming back.
He-
Yeah.
no.
No. He was a badass character, but he ain't coming back, guys.
You bleeding? He did.
Yeah, you bleed. Yeah, you bleed. He did. And moving forward, we have a tweet involving one of the funniest characters in Halloween Kills. Jabrail Nantambu's character, Julian, and it also has to do with the doctor and nurse characters that we saw when Michael was on his house-to-house killing spree in that fucking badass one-shot scene. It was fucking amazing.
It was
amazing. Which I believe it took 11 takes. 11 takes or something like that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of
like
fucking
that,
rehearsal. That was a fucking
Oh.
amazing scene, you guys. Yeah, so live tweeting along with that part, somebody tweeted Julian's parents, and David Gordon Green actually replied, "Not Julian's parents."
No, they weren't.
No.
They weren't. Sorry.
And I think with the timing and maybe with the race relatability with Julian and these two characters,
Okay.
people assumed that that it was Julian's parents, and I think that was somewhat, it looked kind of somewhat safe to say, because these two characters looked like they could have been the age of Julian's parents,
Right.
and they were going out and Julian had a babysitter, so it sort of lined up. But they went ahead and said no, that those weren't his parents.
Well, I'm still on the subject. David Gordon Green had also said that we need to be paying attention to the doctor and the nurse that we saw in the beginning because, I mean, they are going to be playing a role somehow in Halloween Kills or Halloween Ends.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, so
I don't know. I mean, I can't wait to see what Michael could have done.
I have a lot to say about it. I'm just like, shut up so I can talk. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No. But I think with them not being Julian's parents, I think we're definitely gonna see what aftermath happened after they left, and I think they're gonna come home to quite a pleasant surprise that Michael left them inside of the house. I think it's gonna be I don't know, maybe a couple dead bodies, and
I
mean,
think
who knows? Who knows who was in the house? Maybe they did have a kid, or maybe they had somebody there that was at the house. Who knows? I mean, jeez Louise. I don't ever say that, but who knows
Exactly.
what he left for those people? Because he looked at them, she saw him, and I just have a feeling that in Michael's little mind, he cursed this lady. He was like, "Ooh, you."
I'm gonna get you.
Ooh, you dirty bitch! I'm gonna leave something for you. I'm gonna leave something for you.
I'm coming for you.
Dead dog or some dead. I don't know. He definitely left something in the house. So I think that's how we're gonna see them coming back in Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
Who knows? They might have a bigger role to play in that. Okay, so we also have a tweet. So at this portion of the tweet event, this is coming up into the climax of the film of Halloween 2018, and this one was regarding Laurie's bedroom. And David Gordon Green actually said right here, Laurie's bedroom was a set built as a recreation of Tommy Doyle's house 1978, exact dimensions. It was an alternate introduction that was never filmed. People didn't need the recap, right?
No, they really didn't need the recap.
Yeah.
But well, not only that, someone actually had said, like, glad you guys didn't film that planned opening. I heard John Carpenter talked you out of it. I mean,
yeah, and let's see, I have the quote right here, and he replied to that, totally true, but most of the rumors are not. So I don't really know what the rumors are. I haven't heard anything about that. All I know was that they approached John Carpenter with the idea of recreating some of the scenes from the ending and kind of catching people up. And he was like, "No, why are you gonna do that? There's no need for that. Let them go watch my movie. They don't need to re-see the same scenes. Let them go watch the movie." So
go watch the original.
Yeah, go watch the original one. I have a movie that did the same thing. Just go watch that one.
Yeah. Up to speed.
Yeah. You're caught up to speed. Watch the film. You're caught up to speed. You watch this one. What do you want from me?
Forget about
All of a sudden, he's Larry David.
Yeah.
So that was the quote that he replied with.
And getting to the end of the film, we actually have him saying, "We tested various endings of the film before going back for 5 days and shooting it right. It was soft in the beginning, but came back a little stronger. So thanks to Blumhouse, Transcams, Miramax, Universal Studios, Universal Productions for helping his goons of Universal Horror, little goonies."
Yep, exactly. Yeah. So he was very grateful, and it sounds like all of them were very grateful to all the execs, based off of the screening, for letting them go back and shooting the ending of the film. And who knows, maybe the film might not have been as strong as it was, having that weak ending, because a lot of fans were just disappointed, and they just felt like they felt a little robbed, and it felt like it really was anticlimactic, and it really didn't justify where Laurie's character was and where she should have ended up in the end of the film. And so I am personally glad that they were able to get everything going and to reshoot the ending of the film. And we'll get to what they shot in a little bit, but yeah, that's what that quote was about. Okay, so another tweet talking about the end of the film. David Gordon Green said right here, and this is of course referring to the stuff that they shot, the alternate ending that didn't make it into the film that fans did not agree with. And he said right here, most of it was Laurie Michael conflict, but anticlimactic. There was a cool moment of the shape sitting quietly among Laurie's mannequins on her shooting range. Maybe we'll finish it someday. So I like the idea of that. Of course, the alternate ending. If some of you don't, what actually happened was Michael and Laurie were battling it out. I don't remember what weapon Michael had, if he had any, but I do believe Laurie had a knife somehow, and it's knocked out of her hand. And I believe it's Karen who comes out of the doorway, and I think shoots him with a crossbow wounding him in the shoulder or something like that, releasing Lori and letting her get away. And that's when the three daughters, or the three Strode women, get away on this truck. And this is, of course, when he's talking about Michael actually makes it into Lori's backyard, stumbling upon the mannequins and all that, and is sitting there and it's breathing. And the original ending of the film actually cuts to black, and you just hear Michael's breathing. So that was the original sequence that they shot for the ending. Like you said, who knows if maybe they'll go back and finish that and reshoot some of that stuff. I think that would sound pretty interesting if they went back and reshot it with like the burnt mask and the burnt clothes and all that stuff.
Okay.
And
picking up from right there.
And picking it up from there. And apparently, you know, if firefighters or whoever is going to help him escape from the house, or however that happens, and to see him just kind of resting there for a minute, and to see the shape really just kind of taking a break and just really questioning everything, and just kind of strategizing what's going to happen next, and allowing us as the audience to be like, what the fuck is going to happen next? Like, what the fuck did we just see coming from the last movie? And then this is the opening, and Jesus Christ, what the hell is going to happen next? And then we have a whole nother film called Halloween Ends that's going to come next. There's just a whole lot of like interesting like knots and doorways, that they're putting into this film, and this is Jesus. There's so much to talk about. And like I said earlier, this was like 3 videos that we shot, chopped up, and now we're reshooting all of them and kind of combining all of them. So that's why we have all these different segments into the video.
Thank us for that.
Thank you. You're welcome for me deleting footage. You're welcome. This video might have just came out a little bit better. Who knows? JK. All right. So that was, pretty much most of the tweets that we wanted to talk about. We excluded a lot of the tweets just because we wanted to get to, like I said earlier, the main tweets that we felt pertained more to Halloween Kills and less about the Halloween 2018 film. So if you guys are interested in us actually doing a video on more of those tweets, definitely give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below, because we actually are thinking about doing that. So based on the who knows, maybe we just might not give a shit. Maybe just film the video for the fuck of it. Who knows? That's it. All right, so now let's actually talk about the next segment of our video. The Myers house, the iconic, famous Myers house, and that's something that we didn't get in Halloween 2018, unless I'm, too high to remember. But I'm pretty sure that we didn't get to see that house in that movie. So that's something that the fans wanted. I know fucking we do. We do. I know this guy does. We do. He would have shut the hell up. Why didn't we see the house? He had the house. He doesn't have the house in this movie. What was the point of making it if we were going to see it? Yeah, you teased us, and you teased us with all the promo stuff, but we didn't get to see the house in this movie. We were a little upset. We were. But with the upcoming film, they said, okay, well, hold on. They said okay. They said okay. Fuck it. Yeah. They said okay. They said we'll show it. We're gonna show it. We'll show it. Okay. So like I said, the fans wanted it. We do. And the second they had the opportunity to pounce on the guys and ask them about the house, they definitely did so. Yep. And Iron Wolf Net actually asked, "Will we see the Meyer house in Halloween Kills?" And David Gordon Green replies with simply and eerily quoted, "Yes." End of the quote. That was it. He just said yes. Will you see the house? Yes. Yeah. What the hell was it? Yes. What the hell was that? Yes. Yes. But it was eerily. The mastermind of it, less is more. And we're gonna see that motherfucking house in the flashback and all that shit, and leading into what the original film was all about. Less is more. Exactly. And so all he simply had to say was, "Show less, give them more." And you see the house, and and Ryan Turek actually replied to all that. Yep, that was DGG confirming the Myers house will be in Halloween Kills. Yeah. So. It was double confirmed. It was confirmed by David Gordon Green, bam, and then it was double confirmed by Ryan Turek, bam. So that's exciting to actually know, though, that we are going to see that iconic house. I can't wait. Are we going to see it in modern times? Who knows? But I have a definite feeling that we're going to be seeing the house in the flashback. That's most likely a for sure thing that's going to be happening. Sure. Yeah. Okay, and now let's actually talk about the last tweet from David Gordon Green. That actually was his last tweet of the whole live tweeting event, and he said right here, quote, "We're still working on the trailer for Halloween Kills now, and strategizing our plan for release based on the realities of the world. fingers crossed. I feel really good and want to share so much more. Hopefully soon. Thank you guys so much. This made my day.
Yep.
So this was obviously back in May. And we'll get to what Jason Blum said in a little bit, but I'm pretty sure the trailer is done.
We also have a quote from Jason Blum, the man himself.
The motherfucking man himself. Jason Blumhouse. I know it's Blum, but motherfucking Jason Blum.
Jason Blum.
I'm gonna call you Jason Blumhouse. I like that. Jason Blumhouse.
Yep.
He is pretty sexy though.
Blum.
Sorry for you straight guys.
Sorry,
that motherfucker's sexy as hell.
Them lips.
You guys know it though. You guys know that guy's sexy. Come on.
Well, he is, and I mean.
Sorry, we're getting on a tangent. Okay.
We're
all right. Okay, let's get back to it.
Back to
backtrack. Back on track.
Okay. Anyways, we actually he's actually saying well, we're trying to get the trailer out, and we're also trying to get the movie out before the end of the year. That's our hope, dream, and plan. So you know what? I mean, he is actually dedicated. They are all dedicated for October 16th for this thing to roll.
Yeah, and also he also added, if you like the previous one, you'll like this one. I'll say that. With that being said, I'm like I said earlier, I'm pretty sure the trailer is done by now. I think, like he said, they're just strategizing on a plan for releasing the trailer and just seeing what's going to happen on actually how Universal is going to go about releasing the movie, because based on how the movie is going to be released, that's how they're going to go about showing us a teaser and a trailer and all that stuff. And with the current events of the world, and the possibility of a resurgence in the coronavirus, and like a second resurgence in it sometime in the fall that people are talking about. Who knows if movie theaters are actually going to be opening up at the end of July like they plan to. But as far as we know, it's still set for its October 16th release date. Whether it's going to be video on demand or it's going to be theatrically, it sounds like it's still going to be coming out in October. They are set for by the end of the year.
No, they are. They're gonna do this no matter what. And I mean, like Jason Blum said, he is going. He's sticking to his gun.
Like he said, and like Jason said, and like he said with the last movie, if he says the movie's going to be coming out, he's going to be doing as much as he can to get the movie out. So I think honestly, you guys, it's pretty set in stone by this point. If theaters aren't open, we're going to get hashtag Halloween at home. Yeah, we are. I think that's why that hashtag was invented. I think that's why they did the whole viewing party, to get the hashtag out, so that come October, hashtag Halloween at home is going to be released on video on demand. Seeing the current affairs of the world, I'm not too upset about that. I just want to see the movie. I'm just really excited to see the movie at this point. Yeah. So let us know down in the comments below what you think about that quote that Jason said and how serious he is about getting the movie out. I definitely love to hear what you guys have to say about that.
All right, and with that,
mystery character? Mystery character. All right, you guys. So there is a lot of information floating around on the internet right now, and there's so much stuff floating around on YouTube. And we said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just talk about it. Let's talk about the big old giant elephant floating around on YouTube. Let's talk about it and dive right into it.
We're gonna dive right onto this shit. Okay. So we mentioned this before in our previous videos, and we have actually had thumbnails of him before.
We talked about it. We kind of predicted it. We predicted this shit.
We predicted it.
We totally said this. So like he said, spoiler alert. If you guys do not want to hear about this, do not want to know about this mystery character, end the video now. Thank you so much for staying with us to this far into the video. I thank you, or at least skip a little bit of ahead. I don't know, whatever you want to do, but thank you for watching. And if you don't want to know the mystery character, bye-bye. But let's get right into that.
So without further ado, we actually have a spoiler. The mystery character is coming back in Halloween Kills is none other than the iconic character to the Halloween franchise, just as much as Michael himself.
Yeah.
The one and the only, and I mean Dr. Loomis.
Dr. Loomis. So, like we said, we talked about this in one of our last videos, but there's so much to talk about. How exactly are they going to bring Dr. Loomis back in this movie? I think the guy that they got to look like him, there's just so much to say about this. I think the guy that we had in our thumbnail, I definitely think that guy is going to be in the movie. They haven't said anything about it. Of course they're not going to say anything about it, because this is supposed to be a surprise. And like we said, spoiler. If you guys did not want to know this, definitely stop watching the video. You know what I mean?
Now.
And So yeah, so like we said, I think that guy is gonna have something to do with the production.
He is.
We had the voice actor in Halloween 2018 who sounded a lot like him. So
Almost like it.
we have the technology of CGIing people's faces and making people look younger. I think it's so obvious at this point that we have the technology to see Dr. Loomis in a movie without unfortunately having the amazing Donald Pleasance. But you know, having the technology, I think we're definitely going to see that. And you know, I for one, as a fan of this movie, with all due respect to Donald Pleasance's family, and rest in peace to Donald Pleasance, I just would love to see that character again in this franchise.
Yes.
And for whatever way, shape, or form, and especially homaging the great Donald Pleasance and making him look and sound just like him, and why they're going through so much hassle and not treating it just like whatever character in this film, it really shows a great honor to Donald Pleasance and how much respect that this franchise has for that character. Because like he said, Dr. Loomis is just as iconic as that mask and just as iconic as Michael Myers is. He is one of the biggest parts of this franchise, and that's what drove the movie and drove really the franchise, was this man believing that this man was pure evil. And it wasn't just about Michael Myers chasing his thing. It was also about Dr. Loomis chasing his demon.
Yeah.
Both you know, as Michael, and also, you know, maybe his own demons. And so maybe we'll get a little bit of a glimpse in Dr. Loomis's mind and why this was so important to him, not just because for the sheer fact
of what Michael was.
Yeah, exactly. Not for the sheer fact that what he saw, what Michael was, but you know, maybe there was something more to Samuel Loomis that we know, and maybe that's why Michael struck a chord with this man. And maybe they're not gonna, you know, play that much on Dr. Loomis, and they're just gonna have a small cameo. And either way, I don't mind at all. I just would want to see this character back in the franchise. We want to see him
at least, like, even if it's just one time for Halloween Kills. We want. Come on, we want to see him at least once.
Yeah. So if this news is true, which we heard it is, I thank you guys for putting him in the movie, because Donald Pleasance, Dr. Loomis.
That doctor was
shit.
He was a shit.
Yeah. All right, you guys. So if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for sticking all the way into the end of it. We are pretty much at the end of the video.
Yeah.
Comment down below, what was your favorite part of the video? What part of the information that you just found out, or what stuff that you already knew about, or any of the stuff that we missed. Comment down below. What stuff that you think we should have talked about. Comment down below.
Just comment below.
Comment down below.
Whatever you think. Whatever you think we could improve on our
work. Exactly. Also, let us know what we should talk about in the next video. You know, for my new viewers, again, thank you so very much for stopping by and spending a little bit of time with us and talking about some Halloween Kills stuff. You know, Halloween is our favorite movie. For my returning viewers, again, like I said, you guys, I fucking love your support. Thank you so much. Because this is something that I really do want to do full time. I really do. I want to start putting all my time and energy and, you know, all my resources into it, and that's something that I am doing now. So thank you so much for your support, you guys. I fucking love it, and I appreciate it, and I can't say that enough. All right, so something new that I'm going to be doing at the end of the videos is, you know, giving shout outs. I think I definitely owe some dues to some people.
Yeah, we do.
Number one, like I said, all of you guys for actually subscribing and liking and watching the videos. You know, shout out to you guys. Thank you so very much. It does mean a lot to me. Even seeing my video get 50 or 75 views means a lot to me, let alone 100 or 500 views. Like that means a lot. Yeah, that means a lot to me that you guys are actually watching, because this is something I want to do for a very long time, you guys. Somebody I want to thank personally is Michael Bijron. Dude, I've thanking you in a couple videos. You definitely keep me updated and keep me in the loop, and you definitely send me all of the links that I need and all the articles that I need. So dude, honestly, thank you so much for giving me your support and giving me some of your resources too. I really appreciate you giving me some of your time, man. I appreciate that, dude. All right, another person I really want to thank is Nikki. You guys have seen her in a couple of the mukbang videos, and you're going to be seeing her in a couple upcoming videos pretty soon. She went, you know, bless her heart, she went out of her way and she actually sponsored the video, and she got us a new green screen, and this thing is fucking massive, you guys. It's like 9 feet by 15 feet. It covers like my whole freaking room. Like I can't even unfold the whole thing. And you guys, it already, I can tell, it's such a dream to work with, and I'm gonna have so much fun with it. So Nikki, Thank you so very much. Thank you, love. Another person I really want to thank is Eric. You know, you do a lot for me, and if you guys don't know that name, Eric is my boyfriend. You guys seen him in a couple of the videos, and he's actually going to be filming a couple of videos with me coming up soon about some upcoming movies that should hopefully be starting production pretty soon. We'll see. But Eric, I fucking love you. You know, you mean the world to me, and all your support, everything that you do for me every single day. I really do love you, and I really do appreciate you, babe. So I love you. And one other person that, god damn it, I don't even know how to thank him enough. I really don't. I really don't. From the bottom of my heart, this guy right here.
It was me.
This
I didn't know.
motherfucker right here went out of his way, and he actually sponsored the channel with a brand new computer. I gotta tell you, chock loaded with all the fucking programs that I needed. He got me Adobe Premiere and the Adobe Photoshop and the Adobe Media Encoder. He got me all of that stuff. He got me all the Word documents that I need and the fucking softwares that I need. So I just want to thank this guy from the bottom of my heart. With all this stuff, the channel is definitely going to be growing. That's what I was kind of alluding to earlier. You know, so not working right now, you know, due to the whole COVID stuff. Having the resources of the computer and you know, just the mic setup and the lighting setup and, you know, the phone that shoots in 4K. I just definitely want to improve my quality of videos for you guys, and I definitely am going to be coming out with content a lot more frequently, you guys, because editing is just going to get that much easier for me. So content is just going to start flowing out, and that I can honestly guarantee you guys. So thank you so much for subscribing, and like I said, definitely hit that notification bell because the stuff is going to start flowing through. All right, with all that stuff, with everything that we talked about, with all my shout outs, and I do really mean all those thank yous from the bottom of my heart, but all the stuff that we talked about today in this video, because we talked about so much, James Jude Courtney and Scott Timms and their quotes about how badass Halloween Kills is going to be.
It's going to be a killer movie.
Just to hear what fucking Jason Blum said, and all the amazing quotes that David Gordon Green supplied throughout the Halloween watch party. Thank you, man. You really
you're the king,
supplied a lot of great stuff for the upcoming stuff. Yeah, you're the fucking king, man. And bless you for making this film. Jason Blum, bless you guys for making this film, because us in the horror community, we really do love each other. We really do love these films, and it gives us something to watch about. It gives us something to watch
over and over.
You guys, as horror fans yourself, you guys know how much we love these movies. So from the bottom of both of our hearts, thank you so much, you guys. All right, well, with that, say bye, Bobby.
Bye.
So with that, I love you guys, and I definitely hope to catch you on the next one. Bye. And all the tweets that James Jude, and all the tweets that
James Blum.
What's his name? Yeah. And all of the fucking great quotes that
David Gordon Green.
God damn it. Okay.